What's going on YouTube? My name is Z and I've been training both calisthenics and weights at a high level for about 9.5 years now. And today's video is really just about how long it's really going to take you to reach a high level with both of them or just one of those areas of fitness. And the reason why this is on my mind is Gymshark recently had a pop-up event at their flagship store in New York City for their Onyx release. And this story is not about that. It's about the people that I was interacting there, networking there. And I wasn't the biggest dude there, but I was one of the biggest dudes. I was wearing a tank cutoff. And, it's basically showcasing my shoulders, physique, and a little bit of my chest. And a lot of the people there at this event, they were in the beginning stages of their lifting journeys. You could tell based on their conversations and their physiques a little bit. And overall, the vibe is pretty good. But the number one question that I got, which I was surprised at all, is people kept asking me how long it took me to get to my physique, basically. And every single time I told them I've been working out for 9 years, they were all shocked, like surprised. And the reason is that is because, they were slightly younger than me, most of them. And I think it's because in the world of peptides and SARMs and just, other things going on in the fitness industry like GLPs, Ozempic, it's a shock where people want to, take the natural route and, spend years. And that's what really is what it's going to take. It's going to take you years to develop a meaningful physique. I think social media likes to push the athletes that have super natural genetics where, their first time benching ever is like 315 pounds at 17 years old, like every day, every month, basically. You have some new teenager who has a physique better than mine, benching way more than my PR. And that's what social media is designed to, uplift those people. But these people are probably one in the million, one in the billion. And the chances of them taking some sort of peptide or steroids or whatever is not high. It's not 100% for all of them, but some of them definitely are taking it. And I think people forget that, it really is going to take you hard work and years, not just months. You could have newbie gains for 1 year, maybe even stretch it out for 2 years. But after that, you got to put in some serious work to keep breaking your plateaus, and everyone reaches plateaus. I've had so many plateaus, training blocks, weeks where it didn't seem like I was making progress. And I have to go back to the drawing board, do some more research, figure out how to make my training better so I can break that plateau, see if I'm pushing myself and actually put in the reps, put in the works years after years. Like, I didn't learn all these skills, get this physique, get this strong, just because, you know, I worked hard for 3 years and I maintain it. No, I have to keep putting in the work over those 9 years. So if you're watching this video and you think I can put in a year of work, 2 years of work, yes, absolutely, you can. And I hope you do that. I hope you make it to the end of your 1 year journey, 2 year journey. But just remember that this is a multi-year long journey. And ideally, it's a lifestyle you have for the rest of your life. God willing, I'll be able to keep this fitness thing a central focus in my life. Even if it's not the number one priority, I always plan on making a top 5 priority for the rest of my life. It really is a lifestyle thing. It should take you years and it should develop into a lifestyle where you are getting these reactions, especially as these peptides become more and more common. Just because there's an easy way out there, it doesn't mean you should take it. I kind of spoke about this in my last video, but just because something is hard doesn't mean you shy away from it. Going the natural route, learning and reinventing how your body responds to different training programs, exercise selection, learning these topics yourself so you can actually plan your training better and make it more effective. That is where the hard work comes in. So my message to you today is that it's going to take you years, and that's totally okay. That is normal. That is human. That is how the entire history of the world works. Rome wasn't built in the day. Your physique and strength is not going to be built in 1 or 2 years. It's going to be built over a few years. All right. Happy training out there. Follow me and reach out to me on Instagram at ZNA Calisthenics if you have more questions. And I'll see you all in the next video.